Hello, my name is Jill Bowen, CEO of Northwestern Medical Center and your host of the NMC Health Beat Show, dedicated to discussing important healthcare topics of interest to our community. Today I have three special guests. Jane Catton, who's NMC's Chief Nursing Officer, Chelsea Mulheron, our Breast Care Nurse Navigator, and Jamie Pinkham, Compliance Supervisor. We're going to be talking about breast cancer awareness and dancing and what these three folks have in common with this dance. So welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Good morning, Jill.
Morning. Thank you.
So this dancing part, and we're going to be thinking about wellness and cancer surviving and dancing. So could someone tell me about a project that you have going on?
Well, why don't I jump in? NMC is doing for the second year the Pink Glove Dance. And the Pink Glove Dance is a great national event, really. And what it involves is a lot of people who come together, they learn a dance, and they wear pink gloves, and they are raising awareness for breast cancer in our community. It was sponsored originally by Medline, which is a company that makes rubber gloves for hospitals. And they came up with this idea to raise awareness for breast cancer, and they created the pink glove. So
it's a great idea. It's pretty cool.
It's very cool, especially when you get over 200 NMCers together, learning a new dance and wearing pink gloves, wearing pink outfits to celebrate breast cancer awareness and really raising the bar. It's a super fun event.
So how did this idea come about for us to be doing this, and what do we hope to accomplish?
Well, it was an afternoon in June or April, I recall, a few years ago, and we wanted to do something very different for Breast Cancer Awareness Week. So a group of us came together, and I had learned about this because I do have a background and a history in cancer nursing as well. So we wanted to be creative, and we had learned about the Pink Glove Dance, and I kind of threw down the gauntlet and said to the team, why don't we do the Pink Glove Dance? It would be so cool. It would be so neat. And there it was born. So Jamie, who was instrumental in getting a great team together, and Chelsea, our breast care navigator, very, very invested. And we have a wonderful group of about 10 core team members who have just led this effort. Others at the hospital too, who have just been wonderful.
So obviously it's a very fun project for a very serious topic. And so maybe to talk a little bit about the impact of breast cancer on this community. Can anyone touch on that a little bit to kind of ground us in the why behind this event?
Well, it's just to bring awareness for breast cancer. It's kind of one of those diseases that we do mammograms and people just think, oh, we'll just get my mammogram every year, and then they get concerned, like, oh no, I may have breast cancer. And so we always say, this is why we do our annual screenings. We want to bring awareness that early detection is best, that we want you to continue to get screenings. And then that way, when you do get breast cancer, if it's early detected, you will have a better chance of surviving. I mean, breast cancer is no longer a death sentence.
Yeah.
I know we talk about statistics that 1 in 8 women get breast cancer. And so if we take that statistic one more step further, of those women who do get breast cancer, 3 out of 4 of them have no hereditary relations to them. It's just, unfortunately, a spontaneous gene mutation. So even people say, well, I don't need to get my mammogram, I don't have family history. That's just a myth. I mean, that's something that is a really big myth that we have out there that we need to break with as part of our awareness to get our screenings done.
And at what age are we recommending that folks get their screening?
We're recommending at age 40.
At age 40, okay.
To start. Some physicians choose at age 35 to get their baseline, and then at age 40 continue with their annual screenings.
So part of this message is really the awareness to make sure you are getting your screenings, and early detection can make a real difference in your life.
It does.
So that's terrific. It's a great cause, but a lot of fun, right? And Jane, you're a breast cancer survivor, correct?
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
So what
And-
does this mean to you?
Well, it's tremendous is what it means as a survivor, because during our dance as well, we celebrate our survivors. So many of our dancers come forward and they're feeling very, very hopeful and uplifted, which certainly I did when we did this last year. And, Chelsea brought up a really great point about screening. I was one of those people who had absolutely no family history, and thankfully I was getting screenings done regularly, but I discovered my breast cancer by myself because I
Wow.
was doing breast self-examination, which is another part of that screening that women can do themselves. So it's about examining the breast as well as getting your mammograms, which is so important. But I am now almost 11 years
Woo!
post to my cancer. That's right. So
That's awesome.
So there's great hope, and as Chelsea says as well, cancer is a word, not a sentence. That's what I learned too.
That's wonderful. So how are we going to be highlighting the cancer survivors this year? Can we get some sneak previews here?
Yeah, so the dance this year is actually, we really wanted it to be something fun because it is a scary topic, even though it's not a death sentence anymore. It's still overwhelming when you think about going in for that first mammogram. So we wanted it to be fun to really highlight that all the positive sides of this initiative. So this year there's a lot more hip hop and a lot more fancy footwork than what we had in the past. So it's very, 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 very uplifting. And the survivors are all featured in different ways in their group dances. And then we've got big plans for them when we do the all-together shot on the front lawn, to be able to have them come out and highlight them as part of the dance, and as people who were so happy to have dancing with us. And we're celebrating and want them to dance with us for another year, and more birthdays, more Christmases, all of those things. So this year
cool.
we'll see them all highlighted in pink and as a central focal point of all the dances.
That's wonderful. So when is this going to be ready, and where will people see it?
We're going to hopefully get it out the first week of October, which is our big breast cancer
Yeah,
awareness month. So last year we did a big rollout, a big promo for that. So that's our goal, to do that again. And then hopefully it'll be on YouTube and
Go viral.
yeah.
And hopefully this year we'll be doing some special guest appearances at cancer awareness and breast cancer awarenesses events, like the Relay for Life and Making Strides Against Breast Cancer. So you may see the Pink Love dancers pop up here and there throughout the community.
That's terrific. Now, not everybody at NMC dances, so how do you make this happen with a sea of non-dancers?
Well, you you really just tap into that need for everyone to want to highlight the importance of this, and then you just make them believe that they can do it. And this dance this year, it was definitely a challenging dance. There was no way around it, but the groups that have filmed all thought that they couldn't do it when we first started, and they've all done amazingly well. So we really we break it down. We provide a video for folks to train at home. We offer many different classes throughout the days, and any group can ask one of the 10 core members to come and do personal teaching for them. So we just make it fun, lots of laughs, and make it a good time and a good use of people's time for a good cause. So
We also have a wonderful choreographer.
yes, Rachel Billadou from
Billadou.
Studio 3, a local dance company, and she is amazing, and she raises the bar for us every time. So we work with her at the very beginning for the core
Nice.
group of us to really nail down those steps and then be able to teach them.
Terrific. So are there other outside of NMC partners that we're working with besides Rachel? Or
We also have Northwest Access TV. They are doing all of our
Excellent.
filming, which is amazing. It's a lot of time consuming for them to come and tape each group, and then they end up doing the filming and the editing in the end. And last year's was an amazing product that they
it
developed.
was amazing.
It was great.
It's like how it all came together from chaos to wow. It's beautiful.
Exactly.
It's beautiful. So what about a sneak preview? Can you show us a couple of moves, or can you tell us what the song is?
Oh, I don't know. We may have to wait on the sneak preview. We don't want to give anything away. But Jamie, the song that we're using this year
is "Good to Be Alive" by Andy Grammer. Some people may know it as "Hallelujah" as well, and it's just it's super fast, upbeat, fun, hip hop mainstream song that everybody recognizes if you listen to the radio at all.
And there's none of this in there?
Well,
come on, ladies,
I
let's
mean,
go. I mean,
do the sway, shall we?
I
What is
think
that?
we
We
can
can
do
do
the
the
sway.
Go sway, because there is some swing
some swing.
in our
It's not
in
all
our
this
show.
easy, I know it.
That's right. And you may see a bit of this. You might see a bit of
90s throwback
that.
here, yeah.
Exactly.
But really the feet, watch the feet in
Watch
this year's
the feet.
video, because the feet are the key.
really moving.
Feet of the key.
this year.
It's when
feet are
the
the
feet
key.
and the arms get moving at the same time. I mean, I don't know if I'm that coordinated.
when we nail the feet and the arms, it looks great, and when we don't, that's why we have Zoom.
So Jane's told us about how important this is to her. About the other two of you, why are you doing this? What does it mean to you?
Well, for me, at a young age, I lost an aunt to breast cancer. I don't really have very many memories of her. She didn't get to see her daughter get married. She hasn't met any of her grandchildren, and that always resonates in my family as just a big loss. And recently, another one of my aunts was diagnosed with breast cancer, and it was really early detection, attending her routine mammograms and doing self-breast exams that ultimately has saved her life. And she did the treatments that she needed to do, but she's going to be here with us for a few more Christmases and birthdays, and that's very exciting because she's the last member of that generation for my family. So to have her be here for that much longer, and just how different it was from her sister-in-law who passed away at a very young age from it, and how far we've come, it's really important for me to be able to continue to promote this in the community and across the country, and just the importance of it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Jamie.
I think I'm just involved because it's just raising awareness. I think awareness is huge in our community, not just saying you need to get your annual mammograms, but to have this video where people are dancing and having fun, that it's not a bad thing. This is not a scary topic to talk about. So I think it's just important. That's what has brought me in, is bringing the awareness.
Thank you. And Jane, anything else you want to add to what this means to you?
I love to think about how my mindset has changed over the years. As I'm getting older, you often hear people say, "Oh, it's my birthday. Oh, I'm getting older. Oh, I'm so old." And when I have a birthday now, I say, "Yay, it's my birthday. I got another birthday."
Yeah,
So
wow.
it's an opportunity to celebrate. And know that, as Jamie said, sometimes things get cut off short, and this is just a change in mindset and a way to live and embrace survivorship for me.
It sure is. It sure is, and it touches all of us. And my sister-in-law, who passed at 47 with breast cancer, she survived 5 years with a diagnosis, and her name was Jill too. We're both two Jill Bowens, and we always joked how to keep us, separate us, and how to tell us apart. But what was important to her, and why these songs, these dances that we're doing really hit home for me, is that the song we played for her is "I Hope You Dance," and that was a song that she really kind of lived her life by, very free, and that was her favorite. So this touches my heart as well. So I appreciate all the effort that's gone into this to allow people to really think about this differently and to dance. And it is good to be alive. Yeah. It is. So it's a great song. So this is really about cancer survivors and awareness. So as we close this show, what should the message be here? What do you want folks to know? What's our closing thoughts? What's our message?
I want survivors to know that there is great hope.
Yeah, there is. There is great hope. Other thoughts?
Just that, there are people out there to help you even when hope seems dim. I mean, this is a community of 200 people, some of whom never have danced in their lives before, who are willing to do this for current survivors and for folks who will be diagnosed in the future. And that, to me, sends a huge message of just, we're here for you, and we want you to be here for longer. So.
This is just a battle that you can fight, and we're here to fight it with you and help you through it, and that you will be here for your next birthday or your next Christmas.
Thank you. And I love the fact that we've added the breast care navigator, so that from beginning through the entire journey, you're right there with them, Chelsea. So I think, there's so many questions, there's so many fears, and you're right there walking the journey with them. So.
Yeah.
So thank you for joining our team. I know it's pretty new, but the outcomes have been incredible. So great choices to really expand upon breast care and helping folks through this journey. So thank you.
Thank you.
So I'm Jill Bowen, your host of the NMC Health Beat Show. We're going to have a lot of fun with this pink glove dance to bring awareness to breast care, breast cancer. And I think our message is it's good to be alive. It's not a death sentence. And I hope you dance. Thank you.